Hello everyone, this is Simon and today I'll talk about our Kanban inventory system, how we organize our products and all of our hardware in the shop. So to start here, it's a bit of a mess. We are reorganizing this area at the moment, but let's say we look at this here. These are the Vanmark anvil extensions, and as you can see, there's one of our Kanban cards on here right now. So we have a minimum of 2 kits ready to ship and a maximum of 4. That way we don't produce too many and have some in stock for nothing. So what happens is if we go to ship out this pair here, we grab this card. So now we're below our minimum amount, and we come over here this way. So once we're below the minimum, this is an assembly card in yellow, and here's where we put all of our assembly yellow cards. So it goes up in here, and now we know it's time to assemble one. From here, once someone grabs the card, one of the guys in the back will grab this, go here to assemble it. We come to this area here, and we have all of the parts necessary and the hardware to assemble this product here. So what we do is we'll assemble some more anvil extensions, and once the parts here are below the threshold for the Kanban card that is supposed to be in here, which would be on the other side right now. It We have 2 different colors that would be here. We have blue cards and red cards. Red cards is for stuff that we send out to get laser cut, anodized, all that kind of stuff. So here would be a red card to send more parts anodized. And once those anodized anvil extensions are too low, then what we do is we have all of our inventory here that we call the grocery. So grocery 1, grocery 2. And in here we have a whole bunch of parts. So these would be cutter parts. We have some stand parts here, stopper parts. And this section here is all parts that need to go to anodizing. So if I look here at like here we have some laser cut and bent Vanmark extensions. Once we get below the threshold here, so we have another Kanban card here with red on it. So this would be, so as soon as I get to this extension here, we ship this out to anodizing, and then I bring this card to the front where we have the red board. And on the red board, when I go to the front, I know it's time to order more of these to get them laser cut by the company that does it for us. Same thing for these parts here. These are all parts that get machined. So if we look at this one here, what we did is we just used some reusable zip ties, and we have a card here with some blue. So this is a card to stuff that needs to get machined. So once we run out of these, we have a minimum of 20 parts. As soon as we take one of these, we have to open it up. This card goes to the front, and then we know it's time to machine those parts. So once that blue card comes over here, I'll go show you where that board is. We have another board over here, and this is all the machining and post-processing. So we have the VF3 and the VF4 SS. So the cards in blue go for the VF3 and in purple for the VF4. And this would be like the whole blue section. And then we have in here, these are stock to cut. So once the card comes up here, we know it's time to cut all the stock to machine it. Once that's all done, we transfer it over to this side and it's ready to machine. Once stuff comes out of the machine, it goes to here, which is a tumbler, which does this finish on the parts and takes off all the sharp edges. And then we have the dry. So all the cards go step by step until they're done. Once the parts are dry, we'll take the card from here. So we have our tumblers there that do all the deburring, make sure all the parts are clean and there's no sharp edges, so you get no injuries when you handle our tools. We built this drying rack here. So we take the parts out, rinse them, hang them over here, and then there's a fan on a timer. We start the timer, clean up all the, dry up all the parts, and then once they go from here, we put them back into the assembly station. So everything has a step, and every step has a card. So no matter what, we know we always have enough parts. We always have enough hardware. We never run out of anything. We make sure we put enough minimum quantities to to make sure everything's always in stock. So same thing for our hardware. So all of these here, like these quarter 20 button screws for the stand, there's a card over here. It says go to SG2 4F to fill this back up. So if we go over here to SG2, we have row number 4 and column F, which is the final one over here. So in here, I have more of those screws. And then again, in this basket here, I have a little bag with a minimum amount of those screws, 100 pieces. So as soon as I have to open this bag to fill up our assembly station, this card goes to the front and we order more from the manufacturer or the hardware supplier. So all of this here, everything has a home, everything has a card to get ordered. This way we're always organized, and it really helps us to be as efficient as possible and not get lost. So if I'm over here, like Gabriel right now is assembling some measuring tools. As he assembles those from these parts here, there's every little section has a card. If he runs out of the Phillips screws, then he knows to go to SG1 1A, picks up more Phillips screws. If the screws get low, we order more. This way, everything's efficient. No one gets lost. We can bring someone new in the team, explain the system, and within a couple hours and a few days to get used to it, they can pick up anything from anywhere and always know where to go, where to look for. So here, I always know where to look for to make more of these. I always know where to get more hardware. We never get lost, and that's what helps us be as efficient as possible